me. What's my pizza, babe? Thank you, babe. My pictures will move your white lady. Come on, Mommy. Put it right now. Mom! I'm still with Mom.
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want, video games, and this showcase. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, I know that.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair.
You remember that?
At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man.
You were trying to do a guy mind games?
Right
Well, I would. They told the guy back
the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart. Because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble.
It's been interesting watching Reigns throughout. Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside And last month, Roman fired Heyman from the bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Rollins sent ringside. And this one's taken to the outside. Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. Sky high.
Down with force. Roman Reigns focusing that anger, using it to get the advantage over Seth Rollins. And Roman Reigns demanding acknowledgement from the WWE Universe.
Looks like he's coming back in.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep batting down the hatches. These two are unloading. Oh, quick way to respond with a reversal.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
The fight is on, and it's furious.
WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
Both superstars just unloading, putting it all on the line.
Reigns seems to be taking just a little bit more. I thought they were going to keep that up all night.
Trapped in the corner, no escape from these punches.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not...
That should make it easy to get
That's
out.
just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back to his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
That takes him down.
Hoisted up.
Gutbuster!
Catches the kick.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. The Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium ladder match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist of the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. Into the barricade.
Oh, man!
The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure.
Down around to the schoolboy, shoulders are down.
The champ with the pin.
This isn't good. He's got bad things in mind. Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. And he's going to the outside, which will start a count out.
Down on the jaw. And bite your tongue with that.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Going outside. What's he got planned here?
Rollins continuing to mock Reigns, continuing to infuriate him as he attacks the Tribal Chief. Vicious right. Rollins looking for it. We might see a new champion crowned. The cover and a kick out. What on earth? How the hell do you kick out of that? I have no words. Not even a 2 count?
How often do you see Seth Rollins come up that short? That cut. He just might regret this decision.
Taken down by the neck. I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear. Switches into a flapjack.
Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows.
And a stop to the gut, too.
That hit cash from Roman Reigns.
Oh, that is going to leave a mark.
Takedown. Looking for the crossface. Gets cinched in. This could be over.
Pain just painted all across his face.
Looking to free the arm and does just that.
Up for the electric chair. Down for the drop.
Rollins just oozing confidence out of his pores. He's got the champ on the ropes right now.
Doesn't want to be on the top rope like this. Oh, Roman fights back. Reigns with a Superman punch.
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. Spear by Reigns.
And there it is. The title's not going anywhere tonight. I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on
Soaring.
using all their body weight.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just get the cover. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly starts.
Reigns, the champ. Delivering when it counts.
Head of the table, and Seth freaking Rollins are at war right now.
Bombs being thrown between these Shield brothers.
Reigns delivers a Superman punch. Not done yet.
And a thunderous spear.
This might be it. The champ might.
He's changing his mind, going for something different now.
Reigns in the corner, ready to strike.
Did the champ just finish the job?
Covers, wasting no time.
This could be it. And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the
I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those.
No.
I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it.
What?
Something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking.
Help.
when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns,
I get
The
you.
following contest is the
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during removed from the bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight.
Gets driven into the corner. Oh, kick right to the side of the face.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the Tribal Chief.
Here it comes. Stay away from the worm. The tequila sucks.
Well, that was a great counter to the single leg crab.
Hard punch. Okay, get loose. Have some fun.
And another one.
From the top. Diving headbutt.
A lot to prove from the new bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late. They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side. No, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi? I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
Any friendship issue?
Suplex! What they saw there.
Yeah, Sami just brought the fight to him. And into the corner he goes.
Clock counting down. A sigh of relief can surely be breathed once the next competitor enters. 8 men in this room, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy soaring. Ooh, man. Ooh.
Taking off up the cage of this War Games match. And he's got to refocus up now.
Jey Uso having a little fun with another. This is a recipe for disaster. They really need to get down from there. Somebody's going to get down, and they're going to get down the hard way.
Wait.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forget.
We've seen the Wars taking flight. From the top. Ouch. Nice shot back in.
Picked up and being carried away now.
And a longer way down. Last ride.
And the balance of power is about to shift with this upcoming entrant.
That was vicious. Crucial moment for Tonga Loa. Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy.
Here it comes. Stay away from the worm. And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every young member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times. Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
And a stop to the gut. And Jimmy Uso.
Marking the midsection there.
What about?
From the top.
What about it?
Follow through with the uppercut.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is no wild. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
Yeah.
I asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me,
Great journalism there, Byron.
thanks, Michael. Old bloodline, new bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle. Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true bloodline.
Now check this out. This is going to blow your mind. OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's taking flight.
And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest.
Measuring it up one more time. And looking at Jacob Fatu. And that DDT was well delivered.
Jacob about to end this fight. Oh, man.
Yeah.
He's about to do it. He's about to do it again.
Terrible position for
Flying. I can hardly hear myself. They're bringing the house down tonight. This is unbelievable.
Uh-oh, tandem offense.
We've got a numbers advantage incoming as the countdown is about to run out. What a match this has been. What a fight.
We're all glad to be witnessing such an extraordinary match tonight.
Under the apron now, who stepped in was even harder than the The idea.
That could put Tama down for good.
Standing to what is now essentially a hit.
Uso splash. Jimmy with a game ender. Shot to the chest. Look at the amount of members on each team now. This truly has the potential to become one-sided.
Suplex into the neck breaker. He's absorbing a lot of damage here.
He's got a picture-perfect opportunity here. Explorer into the turnbuckles.
And seconds left before the odds are even here.
Oh, put me out. Oh.
So the last competitor named in War Games has officially begun.
It's hard to believe that what we just saw was the appetizer to the main course. These competitors are more than hungry. They're starving for war, starving for supremacy. This is War Games.
Attempting a high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace.
Could have got by Tonga, and look out, here it comes, Tonga twist. Maybe we just vanquished Reigns.
Placing him in the corner.
Double axe handle connects. Big overhand.
Oh.
He's taking a bit of damage from these blows.
What's this respect? Top row.
And now Jimmy Uso.
Will Jimmy seal this up?
Two. What a forearm. Forearm. Oh, check this out. This is going to blow your mind. He's looking fairly drained.
That could put Solo.
Shoulders down. Jacob going to end it here. And only gets a 1 count.
Kicking out now sends a very clear message. Oh, man, he is fired up now. Escape out attack.
Up on their shoulder. The solid driver. A little fancy here.
Tasting victory.
And he kicks out of the pad.
That's a little close things out.
And King Roman wins War Games.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn.
Here we go. First two combatants locked in the War Game structure. The original Bloodline versus the new Bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions in just a matter of minutes. This is a situation you want to avoid. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me,
Great journalism there by tight-roping the cage, ready to make the next move.
just don't. No, I can't believe it. From the top of the cage, what a display of chaotic courage.
Uh-oh, flapjack, way up there. He's been put through the ringer tonight. Countdown's on. From the top,
Diving headbutt.
it seems like this match is becoming something of an uphill battle for him. I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he is the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
A lot to prove from the new Bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they
Chicken Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga. And it's Jay. Jay can seal it here.
Enters the ring and is diving headfirst into the chaos of this match.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo Squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
There's some power behind that punch.
Things will get back to an even playing field with the next entrant.
And Jey Uso having a little fun with another.
Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo, but let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And what's he doing, guys?
Throwing caution to the wind. No. Using the verticality of the cage to brutal effect.
What more can this superstar do?
Reaching deep into the arsenal. This could end the entire match.
From the top, the adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side.
Jumping clothesline. What agility.
OG Bloodline.
Let's think about Fatu's intentions here. What a DDT.
Does that finish Sammy off? Trapped in the corner. No escape from these punches.
One-handed.
And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play here.
DDT.
Oh, wow. Check out Jacob's face.
Will Jey take advantage?
Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new bloodline in War Games. Oh, come on. You already had the advantage. You didn't need to bring that into the ring, too. He manages to slip.
Big boom. Crucial moment for Tonga Loa. Old bloodline, new bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is earning every to be considered the true bloodline.
Wow, what a kick. Drops the hammer right on the lower back.
He's finding himself in some territory he does not want to be in.
There's some power behind that punch.
Counter. Zayn has this wrapped up.
And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trade their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE.
Going down low, nasty uppercut.
Gotta be a bit.
Watch out.
On the lower, looking evasive. That was a power-packed punch. There's some power behind that punch.
Counting down the seconds as this match gets closer to being even. So much pain inflicted in this match.
This could be the defining moment of this match for him. What does he do now? Tama Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his bloodline.
He begins to climb the wall of the War Games cage. Looking to finish it off. Swan-Ton bomb.
Big forearm.
The teams are squared up, but he doesn't think that's enough, apparently. Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table.
Stop it.
This building is rocking right now. Can you blame him? Taking head over heels. Snapmare could set something else up. Delivers the headbutt right between the eyes. That unraveled on Zayn.
destruction. Nothing says, here's my vicious side, like throwing a chest jam at the forward opponent.
And these attacks are spelling nothing but trouble.
Launcher. All eyes focused on this absolute roar. It doesn't... Nasty boot. Meanwhile, it's Jimmy. Jimmy with a game ender.
He got nailed by that last attack.
Jay's confidence really showed in that maneuver.
Entering the ring and assessing the situation.
Climbing up the War Game steel.
Now you have no more excuses for trimming the hair on your balls.
This structure. Better be careful.
Top rope. The Usos. Jay nailed all of it.
Looking for a belly back suplex.
Suplex into the neck breaker.
Super kick. Punch right in the head. He's not going to pull this off, is he? Is he?
Yeah.
Hoisted all the way up and down. Neck breaker. Oh, man, he took a hard landing into the other ring. Super kick.
We're seconds away from these teams being...
And that can vanquish Tom.
Ooh, pinpointing the trachea. He's looking poised to finish tomahawk. And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
And a stop to the gut, too.
Now propped up in the...
Taking flight.
Unreal athleticism from Jacob Fatu. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
He's headed to the top now.
Oh, boy, I think we know what he has in store. Up high.
It's an into the ropes and a short elbow to the back.
Still effective in its own way.
And main event James, so is it looking...
Both wrists captured it. Boom! Good night. What a knee. Jay is out. That is it.
That kick will stop you in your tracks.
Double axe handle.
Meanwhile, Roman Reigns.
Wow, Reigns nailed it. But Sami Zayn.
No doubt.
That's going to keep Sikoa down.
Going up the cage now. Must have some sort of strategy in mind.
Had the foresight to get out of that one.
Good God, what force. The hammer dropped. Literally. Something might be broken.
And a well-executed...
Is Zayn closing this out?
Strong form.
And Roman now attacks the cover. Looking for the pin. He kicks out at two.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
This could be the end for Jey Uso. Kick out before the count.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
Climbing the cage.
Honestly, not a great move. Just laying it in.
And the forearm smash. How cheap is that?
Got it. Pagaloa trying to secure the victory.
Here are your winners.
Here we go first two combatants locked in the War Game structure. The original Bloodline versus the new Bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions just a matter of minutes. I understand getting yourself fired up, but he needs to stay on his opponent.
Hooked up, and boom!
Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new Bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school Bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE can handle the new Bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Usi, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
This War Games just got Usi, Zayn, joining the original Bloodline side.
From the top.
Looks like the impending numbers advantage isn't enough for him.
He gets out of the way.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new Bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the Tribal Chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Roman's, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Holy timed offense there. Hoist it up.
Oh, counters right into the breadbasket. Neckbreaker. Oh, the elbow connects.
Oh, watch out. There's a seat for your face. Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neckbreaker. Beautiful.
And with his coming entrant, the teams will officially be evened up.
Oh, catches a kick to the face.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But can Jacob Fatu come back from that? The tequila suck.
And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now.
A reversal. He saw that coming, man.
Bloodline hits its mark.
He gets manhandled over into the opposite ring.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I like the story. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
Being neutralized there.
Zayn getting the better of his opponent on that one.
The crowd is counting it down. Next entry will tip the scales in their team's favor. Able to capitalize on Jacob Fatu's mistake.
Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy... Bam! Man, earth-shattering.
Will Jay take advantage?
As if the numbers advantage wasn't enough, looking under the ring for a weapon now.
Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says
he's the new Tribal Chief. And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. But meanwhile, Zayn.
Is Zayn closing this out?
Climbing up the War Games cage, headed for the top. From the top. In full control here. Boom.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me,
Great journalism there, Byron.
Boom! Just a mess of wood and flesh after that. Tama Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his bloodline.
talk about devastation.
Oh my God, that is gonna hurt. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa. We've often seen him looking at Jey Uso. And clearly some targeted offense coming his way there.
Going after your opponent's head is brazen, but very effective.
A deafening cheer from the WWE Universe is reverberating around us.
Absolutely unreal. Hold on here. What good reason does he have to be climbing up the cage?
A long way down from there.
Watch him. Oh, my God.
No, 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 no. Oh, my God.
An absolute leap of faith, as graceful as
Big boot.
That could put Tama down for good.
And he's absorbed some stiff offense already.
Tonga Loa putting... No!
He looks absolutely dead on his feet.
He has been battered and beaten, and there's only so much more he can take. And the Tribal Chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
Numbers advantage or not, he's leaving nothing to chance as he searches under the apron.
Nice side headlock applied.
and walking through the structure door. This is where
Both wrists captured.
man knee strike. Can Tonga Loa close things out? Sammy predicted that. Oh my, a jumping DDT.
Absolutely planted. Everyone watching this is on pins and needles. What? Tonga executing a vicious Tongan twist. This could put a stop to Zayn. He is locked in and has his opponent dead to rights. To the sky.
Taking a real pummeling here.
I'm not sure I like this strategy. It's just brutal.
His body has to be racked with chains.
Uso splash. Jey can seal it here.
And now here's Jey Uso.
Jey with a game ender.
Time is ticking away. Surely we'll have a fresh contender to even the odds. Climbing the wall of the War Games here. This might not be
Uso.
Splash by Jey.
Will Jey take advantage?
vicious. Numbers about to be even, but not before he brings in a little backup from the outside.
Oh, predicting what was coming. Just a nasty headbutt. All the way up. Sidewalk slam delivered.
They're not going to go into this one without a little backup in their corner. And that was a hell of a DDT there.
Jacob Fatu in a compromised position. Tama Tonga setting it up. Here it comes.
Tonga twist. Victory nearly in hand for Tama Tonga. He quickly gets out of dodge.
Laying
one.
Here we go. Jimmy
Uso.
And Jimmy Uso.
Uso splash!
Jimmy might have just finished things.
Down opponent. And a double axe handle smash. Super kick. Not. Drops the hammer. On the lower back.
Just bashing them with that hammer.
Suplex. Reigns able to sidestep.
Up on their shoulders.
Setting up the game.
DDT plants them.
That is what it takes to tie the Reigns.
Here we go. Really challenging the tribal chief with that.
Yeah, that's the kind of offense that opens people's eyes to Jacob Fatu.
And we see Zayn.
Zayn has this knocked up. He's headed up. Might be going toward the... Jay can seal it here.
Jimmy Uso looking to put this away.
Tonga Loa.
And Team Roman wins War Games.
The new bloodline has fallen.
A little bit out of character for your wise man, but that was a little bit difficult for me to watch. Seeing this family splinter into two groups, fighting against each other, it breaks my dark heart. But they're all grown men, and you settled the issue. Now let's give Solo credit. Forming Team Solo was, of course, his usual backup of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, the sons of Haku, feared as one of the baddest men to ever walk planet Earth. Along with them, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, son of Tama, also known as TK All Day, the Tonga Kid, another fearsome competitor from WWE's Golden Era. But did you know that Haku and Tama once comprised one of WWE's most impressive tag teams? Haku had been considered family by the dynasty for years on end, and his teaming with Tama, brother of Rikishi, solidified this for eternity. The Islanders were a formidable test for any tag team in WWE in the late 1980s, competing against teams like the Hart Foundation and the British Bulldogs. Initially fan favorites, the two would embrace a more hard-nosed approach and even teamed up with WWE.
It is time for the Street Profits to get themselves some of the Islanders.
Well, with all due respect to the small...
The Street Profits had better be ready for what's coming.
Tails and Dawkins have to be ready to deal with any shortcut the Islanders can find.
And their opponents, accompanied by Bobby Heenan, and a combined weight of 400.
The Islanders versus the Street Profits in a best-of-3 falls match. This matchup represents two teams who want to rule the tag team division and have sharpened their offensive arsenals. So what?
Oh, schoolboy! Shoulders down here!
Slips the shoulder up.
Still early goings here for these men.
Boom! Two dangerous duos going at it here. The Islanders versus the Street Profits in a 2-out-of-3 falls match. 2 out of 3 falls matches are a unique test. Corey, break it down for us. What's going through the Profits' minds here?
Well, Tez and Dawkins cannot allow themselves to get frustrated, because if you lose your cool, you lose lose your focus and you start to make mistakes.
There's a little more room for error in a multi-fall match, but not much when the competition level is this high.
We're watching two great teams at work right now, but with the talent at this level in the ring, you have to wonder, are there any possible breakout single stars here?
Every one of these men has that sort of potential, Michael. I mean, Montez Ford has had moments of single success, competing in many high-profile matches on his own.
Though you'd be doing a great disservice to Angelo Dawkins, who has an equally impressive skill set should he go solo. And of course, both Islanders competed separately for a time in WWE before joining up. So you know that Tom and Haku can once again dominate as single stars.
And Montez Ford finds himself on the defensive.
The Islanders straight up crushing the Profits here.
Ooh, right to the throat.
Oh, sent straight to the corner hard.
A 2 out of 3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But
there may be no escape from this. Haku with the target. Able to free himself from the grip.
And Zagiri finds its mark. He's zoning in, has something big in store.
Oh, catapulting down.
This is it.
And he only stays down for a 1 count.
Unbelievable display of will in the late stages of this matchup.
Well,
It's Paramount Plus on her TV.
no.
Soul kick.
Running hip attack. What impact.
Something that Tez and Dawkins need to watch out for tonight is the presence of Bob. Into the pin.
This could do it.
I guess it was time to switch gears.
What is he doing?
Drops the... A hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Tossing them aside.
Uh-oh. He averts the offense. Uh-oh. About to hit rock bottom.
Vertical suplex.
Nice.
Does it get him here?
And the count stopped short of 2.
I don't know what more this superstar can do to put him away.
Manages to slip out of the way.
Down in a hurry. Right to the gut. Ooh, what a headbutt. Put into the corner. What could be next?
Return fire from Montez Ford.
Uh-oh.
And he saw that coming from Montez.
Tag made. Double team action likely incoming. Double Irish whip. Here it comes. Big time impact.
Elbow drop.
Piercing. Look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku, I kind of see something royal about him.
Are you kidding me, Saxton? Haku's a big, mean dude who loves to brawl. Nothing about him says royalty.
Though Bobby Heenan does seem intent on taking the Islanders to the top of WWE, perhaps becoming king of the ring, is on that path. Oh, what a stop right to the chest. Are you kidding me?
Trust the process. Oh my God.
Well, now this is a tactic. Will it intimidate the opposition?
Ooh.
Oh, what a right hook. You know, we can stay here, guys.
Punch right in the head.
Shot combination.
Across the forehead and right to the chest and then the throat. Wicked.
This is a big night for the Street Profits. Their party cups are filled to the brim tonight, I took a sniff of it, and it nearly knocked me out.
I've seen tap water knock you loopy, Saxton, but I know for a fact that the Profits have the strong stuff in hand tonight. In fact, I've heard the Islanders plan on taking a victory swig after this match.
They can definitely handle it, Corey. Tom on Haku with very strong heads.
Montez Ford bracing himself in the corner. Eyes locked on his opponent.
My God, the Islanders continuing the assault. The Street Profits just don't know the word quit.
This is not just about winning. This is about taking over.
Both arms trapped, and what's next?
There's a headbutt. I'm glad the Islanders are able to compete tonight. I was worried they'd have to serve another suspension.
Oh, what a phony charge that was. Healing the Islanders did an amazing...